right, you dedicated Briarcrest fans at home on YouTube. Here we go. Briarcrest baseball is in Symrna, Tennessee, playing the Symrna Bulldogs at their high school. So Briarcrest will be visitor. Leading off for your Saints will be number 1, Joshua Brown, playing right field. Number 27, Brennan Bomar, will be playing shortstop tonight, batting second. Number 21, Josh Russell, will be playing center field and batting third. Number 13, Trip Ray, will be your designated hitter and batting cleanup. Number 7, Jack Newman, will be your first baseman, batting in the 5 hole. Number 5, Nolan Cody, will be your left fielder. Number 40, Tyler Bryan, will be your catcher. Number 6, Jake Hudson, will be your third baseman. Number 9, Dylan James, will be your second baseman. And number 20, Griffin Rose, will be on the hill throwing for the Saints. Kind of raining, kind of cold, kind of windy. So we'll see. Kind of wondering how I got roped into this.
We've had worse.
Derek was just talking about last year at Christian Brothers when it was like 29 degrees and sleeting. So I should be thankful. So here we go. Josh Brown is up for the Saints. Saints are looking for a win here. Need to jump on Symrna early, get on them, get some team velocity going early here. They have played better the last couple of games, kind of gelled a little better than the previous couple. So we're going to, big swing and a miss out of the gate. Josh is sitting on go. Fastball right over the heart of the plate for strike 1. That's a fastball out, low and out. Take it for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the first. Symrna Bulldogs here. I don't know much about them, but they got a nice looking field. That's an off speed. Misses low and outside for ball 2. Josh, pretty good plate discipline there. That looked good coming out of his hand. Josh's been a good leadoff hitter for the Saints this year. Put a lot of balls in play, had some good base hits. So he's sitting at 3 balls, 1 strike, trying to get on here early. They need early momentum for sure. Get something started and don't fall behind early. So we got 3 balls, 2 strikes, count is full here. See if Josh can shorten up, put a ball in play here. He does. That will be a base hit. Great hitting right there. You know he's got to come fastball. That ball was just a little bit above belt high. Josh squares it up, puts it right back up the middle for a base hit to lead off the game. That's what the Saints need for sure. Brennan Bomar here, your shortstop, number 27, will be in the 2 hole. These boys traveled today, so let's hope they're not sluggish. But Josh Brown is not. We know that now. So let's see if Brennan Bomar can move that runner to second at a bare minimum here. Gets a fastball. Good swing and a foul ball over the first base dugout. Pretty good velocity coming off the hill. That looks, I don't have a radar gun, but it looks pretty swift. So, but a lot of kids do better against better pitching. So thus far this year, we have not seen many pitchers probably break 80, low 80s probably at most. Brennan hits a ball, almost stays fair. It's down the right field line. Foul. Brennan's in the hole quick. No balls, 2 strikes. Probably going to get a big hook here. Something's going to finish outside, out, and off the plate. Let's see if Brennan can stick with it and get this count back in his favor. Shout out to JP. We miss you this week, buddy. Wish you were here. Wish I was down, just griping about calls and telling everybody what I would have done. It's so much easier, down there in the bottom of the stands.
It is easier that way.
That's right. You're a professional major league coach when you're down there. Let's see what Brennan can get here. 0-2. My man Derek on the camera, setting everything up. I wonder if I can play dumb for 37 games and he can he hooks it all up. I just come up here and like put a headset on.
Oh, you're learning.
All right, so the pitcher checks at 1. Josh is back safely, and we're going to get an 0-2 pitch here to Brennan, who needs a hit. Saints need a hit, but Brennan does too. That's a ball well up, right over the inside box. Probably would have taken that in the head had he stood in there, but I don't know that that's advisable. His teammates yelled, "Wear it," but I don't know that any of them have taken a ball like that this year, so we're not gonna count that fair. Batter calls time. Brennan's scrappy. He's came through, had some big hits. Was struggling a little bit defensively. Made a phenomenal play last game to get out of that funk, and not much affects him. So he stays alive, fouls a fastball right there. I think he was sitting off speed, got a fastball. Luckily got a piece of it. Behind Brennan will be Josh Russell, number 21, your center fielder for the Saints. Josh Brown sits at first base, waiting to go to second any minute. He's going to check on Josh again. I just heard the nickname Big Bomar, so Bomar's already got a nickname here. Tried to call time, didn't get it granted, and just decided he would stay in it, and he gets a kind of a way off inside breaking ball. Gets by the catcher. Josh Brown will advance to second. So we got 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. So Brennan Bomar's got a good AB going here. That's another off-speed, well off the plate. Brennan has gotten the count back to full after going 0-2 out of the gate. So we got a runner in scoring position, no outs. We've got our 2-hole hitter, Brennan, stands at the plate with a full count. See if you get a fastball about belt high here. That ball looked to be out, but, close enough, I guess. So Brennan Bomar goes down on called third strike. We got 1 out. Josh Russell steps to the plate for the Saints. That ball looked to be well out, but I'm kind of out of position, so I can't guarantee that. We're going to say it was out. How about that? So that means the zone is got to be swinging full count. So that's a fastball fouled straight behind him almost. Josh is in the hole here. 0-1. Behind him, if nothing catastrophic happens, Mr. Tripp Ray will be up to bat. Tripp will be the DH tonight. And at 3:30 looks awful short in left field, so maybe Tripp can get something going here and hammer a ball and get these runs going. Matter of fact, Josh says he's just going to go ahead and take care of that. Tripp's going to come up with nobody on. That'd be nice. Josh has got 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That's a breaking ball or an off speed of some sort. Well out. Catcher does a good job to keep that in front of him. Josh stays at second. Russell's ahead, 2 balls, 1 strike. Josh got to break the sleeves out tonight. It's kind of cool, and on top of that, it's mildly raining. All right, that will move the runner, and he doesn't know that Josh is really fast. So the shortstop just assumed that would be a routine out, so he looks at Josh and decides he'll go to 1, and Russell ran that out easily. So that's an infield base hit. That's a mistake by the shortstop, but I'm going to give him a little credit, as in that's the first time he's seen Josh run. So I bet you he doesn't do that again. So now we got runners on the corners. We got 2 base hits. We got 1 out. Josh Brown stands on third. Josh Russell just got an infield base hit, and he stands on first. Mr. Trip Ray, your big fella, designated hitter, is at the plate. He's kind of due. So that's an off speed that is no way a strike, but it kind of falls close enough and gets called strike. So ball looked up. You got no balls, 1 strike, got 1 out, but you got runners on the corners here. Both Joshes are aboard. Trip Ray stands at the plate. That's a fast ball. Looked to be a pretty good pitch, but I think he thought the base runner was taking off and was just going to not double him up or pop one up. So now he's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. See if Trip Ray can get this count back in his favor. Josh takes off. Trip does a good job battling off an off speed. Barely misses that ball. That was a good swing. Ball goes over the right field dugout, first base dugout. Your runner, Josh Russell, was taken off to second. Trip was barely off that pitch right there. It was a good swing. No balls, 2 strikes. Another fastball. Trip does it again. Fouls it. Straight back, right on time. Let's see if we can get a mistake here and get one over the inside part of the plate. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on the corners. Josh takes off. Trip does the same thing. Hopefully that ball will get out of here, and it does. Down the right field line, that ball is foul, but he protects well. Got a good AB going here. Just pitcher is just throwing nothing but strikes. So we'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. I would imagine Josh Russell will be doing the same thing. He does. He takes off.
Yeah.
So what the umpire called was Trip goes down swinging on strikes and came across the plate a little bit, and the catcher had a play at second on the base runner, and they called interference. So we go down. Runners on the corners can't get anything out of it, but a couple good base hits to start. We'll see. Unfortunate right there, but I don't know if that was interference, but I think it's just questionable. Yeah, I think he was coming kind of across the plate, but I think that happened after the catcher released it. But what do I know? So we got Griffin Rose on the hill for the Saints, number 20. He's pitched pretty well this year. Kind of one of those consistent guys. He's always around the zone. Somehow or another is always getting it done, and typically, usually, always in a ball game. So we'll see if Griffin can keep up. You got Jake Hudson over there at third. He's been waiting to get in there a couple games, and his last game had a phenomenal catch on third base, a diving catch to keep the ball in the infield, and jumps up and makes an out and saves some runs for the Saints. So he's going to want some more of that. That pushes Brendan Bomar over to shortstop. He's primarily played third for the Saints this year. Dylan James is anchoring at second base over there. That's pretty much where he plays. Really good hands, really good second baseman. I think we got Josh Brown in right field. You got Nolan Cody in left and Josh Russell in center. And you got Jack Newman at first base. So pretty good defensive lineup here. Let's see if the Saints can keep the bats rolling and play some good defense here.
The leadoff, number 4.
So up first for the Bulldogs is Pastrana, Anthony Pastrana. He is the pitcher, number 4 for Symrna. See what Griffin can do here. All right, well, that looks to be an out to Josh Russell. It was a long out, but it was an out. So efficient, 1 pitch, 1 out. He hit it pretty well, got under it just a hair. Josh Russell makes an easy routine play for him. And we got 1 pitch, 1 out, bottom of the first. So both of our leadoff batters, both teams, have been hacking away out of the gate. It's a pitch in off the plate, fastball taken for ball 1 to number 10 for Symrna. Mr. Sims, he will be your center fielder. That's a fastball up and out. Good looking pitch, good velocity, just barely out of the zone. I think that's where we were set up. I just think it was above belt high. That's a great pitch right over the heart of the plate. You got 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out to your 2-hole hitter. Your center fielder, number 10. See if we can keep these kids off the base paths tonight. There we go. Another one right over the heart. Griffin said, here it is. Hit it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. We're playing the hitter to pull a little bit. That's a good fastball up. Just enough where we can't make solid contact. We get a foul and barely gets a piece of it, fouls it straight back. That was a good pitch. I was expecting off speed and caught me off guard, so I know number 10 is not comfortable. And that is an off-speed pitch. Hit softly right to Brennan Bomar, the shortstop. So we got 2 up and 2 down. That's a good start. The Achilles heel or arch nemesis for the Saints this year thus far in the last several have kind of been just a slow start. They couldn't get out of the gate. Once you fall behind, it's just hard, you know. So let's hope tonight they can correct that and get out of the gate and get on top and stay there. Griffin looks to be as efficient as you would expect. That's a good off-speed, just barely out and off the plate. Taken for ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning. All right, that ball is going to be right in the 6-hole. Nobody can get to that. So you got your 3-hole hitter aboard with a single. Nobody really hurt. So hopefully Griffin can work around that.
The second baseman, Jordan Gardner.
So number 3, Mr. Jordan Gardner, your second baseman, is your cleanup hitter. You got your 3-hole man aboard on first base, who was not expecting a little look by Griffin, and he falls back safely. But so we got 2 outs. Need another out here. See if Griffin can induce a ground ball or a that was a good pitch on the outside part of the plate, taken for strike 1 right at the knees. Not much you can do with that pitch, even if you do hit it. I think if you could throw that pitch all night, you might win. That's a tough pitch. So then we get a fastball. That's hit right at Josh. That will be easily caught by your speedster in center field. So an efficient bottom of the first inning by your pitcher, Griffin Rose. Our center fielder's got 2 putouts, and score remains 0-0 after 1. All right, folks, top of the second, Jack Newman comes to the plate for the Saints, batting in the 5-hole. Jack hits a ball right at the first baseman on first pitch swinging. That will be a put out for number 18, your first baseman. 1 pitch, 1 out, the top of the second inning for the Saints. You got number 5, Nolan Cody up, your left fielder for the Saints, up next. Saints need some runs early to get this thing, just get some momentum, some early positive momentum. That's a fastball at the knees, low on the outside part of the plate, taken for strike 1. Probably a good take. That's a tough pitch. That's a pitcher's pitch. That is a fastball out, about thigh high. Looked pretty good, but outside, thank goodness. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the second inning. Score is 0-0. That's a pretty good curveball. Does not get back over the plate. So that's taken for a ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That's a fastball on the black, outside part of the plate. Same pitch as the first one. That's a tough pitch, but now he's going to have to battle. He's got 2 on him. He just shortened up and put that same pitch in play. That's what he's going to get. That ball is at the knees or right below it, and we're very fortunate that's not another called strike. If I'm guessing, you're going to get that same exact pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Phenomenal play by the first baseman. That ball was headed down the line for a double, but Nolan does a pretty good job of protecting. That ball was about a foot in fair territory. Your first baseman's playing over toward the line and just scoops it up. So we got our catcher up, number 40, Tyler Bryan. We got 2 quick outs in the top of the second. See if Tyler can get something going here for the Saints. He fouls a fastball right at the third base dugout. He'll get in the hole for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. So thus far it appears that the pitcher has a pretty good fastball, but that's kind of it thus far. And then he drops a curveball on the outside part of the plate for 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tyler needs to protect here and keep this inning going. He does foul a fastball down the right field line right at the dugout. Jake Hudson barely skips over it. We don't need to injure our third baseman here. So Tyler's going to get another go at it. No balls, 2 strikes. He will hit the ball in play sky high, but it'll be right at the third baseman and the pitcher will secure that for the 3rd out. So we put the ball in play, just can't straighten it out. After 1.5, 0-0. All right, your first baseman, number 18, is up to bat in the bottom of the second inning. Everything for the Saints stays the same. Griffin Rose on the hill delivers a fastball down, taken for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. He's kind of a big kid here. Plays pretty solid defense thus far, so let's hope he doesn't hit well. That's a fastball out, taken for ball two. Pretty good looking pitch, but does not draw a strike, does not draw a swing. 2 balls, no strikes. Need an out here. That's a good pitch, right at the knees, fastball. Throwing a bunch of fastballs here thus far. I guess why not until they hit it, right? So here we go. Gets an off speed. That's a good pitch. I mean, a great pitch right there. He hangs in it, barely clips it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs for Griffin Rose. 2-2. Gets a fastball. He's way late on it. Strikes him out. That's a great pitch sequence by Griffin right there.
Now batting number 6.
1 up, 1 down, bottom of the second. Fastball. Way behind it. No balls, 1 strike. I think I'd throw that again. That's a fastball out off the plate. Taken for ball 1. That's a fastball. Will be fouled right at your first baseman. That will be a catch. So we got 2 up, 2 down, the bottom of the second inning here. So solid pitching, good defense thus far by the Saints, which is what they need. They need to get off on the right foot and just play some solid fundamental baseball. Another fastball right out of the gate. Right over the heart of the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs to Mr. Griffin Rose, your pitcher for the Saints. Same pitch, except this one's on the outside part of the plate. Taken for strike 2. I think he's thrown 2 or 3 balls thus far, but looks very efficient. Let's hope this is a ball. That's going to be a tough play for Jake. Makes a great play, but impossible to get that. Fields it, makes a good throw, but too late. So kind of a miss hit there. It was a good pitch. He just hung out long enough to make contact, drives it into the ground. He gets a infield soft single to third base. So we will work around that, hopefully. It's another first pitch fastball right over the heart of the plate. A swing and a miss to number 20 for Symrna. Thus far, the hitters have been slightly behind the fastball, with the exception of maybe the leadoff hitter. That ball's up. Taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And it is getting considerably colder here, folks. It's a good pitch. That's fouled straight back, sky high. It'll get out of play for strike 2. And Griffin is piping it down the middle. That ball was a little above belt high. He got a piece of it, but not much you can do with that pitch. But pop it up, and that's what happened. So let's see if Griffin can do it again here and get a put out. Runner takes off. And that was a strike 3 anyway, so we're going to get a strikeout. That ball was over the meat of the plate, no swing. So Griffin gets a strikeout. Runner was going, but it doesn't matter. And after 2, we got no runs. Symrna against Briarcrest.
0-0.
All right, here we go, folks. Top of the 3rd inning, Mr. Jake Hudson, your 3rd baseman, is up. Big, strong lad. Got some wheels, so we'll see. No, he didn't beat it out, but kind of gets a fastball out on the outside part of the plate. Just kind of a slow roll to shortstop. Shortstop puts him out. So number 9, Dylan James, up to bat for the Saints, your 2nd baseman. We gotta start getting the leadoff guy on and putting some little pressure on somebody. That zone looks to be a little lower than it was first inning. That pitch was a little low, but a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. That's the same exact, identical pitch called for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. If I had my guess, I would assume he'd throw the same pitch, but he won't. Threw an off-speed breaking ball and does not get back over the plate. I think it was a little up, maybe in. So Dylan will fight off a fastball. That ball goes foul over the right field dugout. Wind. If you see a kid hit a home run tonight, they have done something. The wind is blowing 15 to 20 miles an hour back straight towards home plate. So,
Along with the rain.
Along with the rain. I'm going to get JP to negotiate me a raise when I get back. Dylan has managed to fight himself back to a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That's a called 3rd strike, but that is a ball outside. I mean, where the catcher catches it, that ball. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to donate it. Yeah. Doug Cassidy, he was going to give me a pay raise. He tried to buy me a cup of hot chocolate there with $1. All right, so folks, we got 2 outs here. Josh Brown is up to bat. It's a curveball, good swing, breaking ball out of the gate, barely goes foul. Saints are going to have to slow this pitcher down somehow. So we got no balls, 1 strike. Josh is swinging the bat very well tonight thus far. That's a fastball, fouled down the right field line, but pretty solid contact. Man, this is there's just some miserable conditions, I will tell you that. So Josh is in the hole, 0-2. We got 2 outs. This is awful.
It's got to be hard for the batter to see the ball.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rain hitting him in the face.
Man, I hope this doesn't keep up for 7 innings. Josh is a swing and a miss and gets put out on drop 3rd strike there. Anyway, all right, folks. After 2.5 innings, we are tied in a pitcher's duel here. No runs, 0-0. Both pitchers are doing a pretty good job efficiently. Well, they're not. I think each one of them has faced no more than 4 batters in an inning thus far. So we're going to have to put a stop to that if we're Briarcrest for sure. We got to get some momentum, get some runs early. Well, folks, when I got here, it was somewhat balmy at, I don't know, upper 50s, maybe mid 50s. No wind and partly sunny, and it is definitely in the 40s, and it is raining, and the wind is blowing 20 miles an hour. So I'm just going to call it miserable conditions here for the Saints. But they seem to be playing decent at the moment, so I guess we'll take it. So here we go. I'll just talk through the middle of the innings because I'm too cold to bend over and push the button to cut it on mute. So you just got to put up with me, I guess. That's a fastball again, right out of the gate, over the heart of the plate. So Griffin Rose appears to be on form thus far tonight. It's another fastball right over the middle of the plate to number 11 for Symrna. Quick 2 strikes, no balls, 2 strikes. Something tells me he's going to get the same pitch. Why not? And he does get a piece of that. A little confusion, but you know what? That's the defense just being prepared. So we're going to do it again, though. We got no balls, 2 strikes on a foul ball. May get a hook here. Nope, fastball, well behind it. It's another strikeout for Griffin. Griffin, 4 in a row, just right over the middle of the plate. Each batter thus far, for the most part, has kind of been behind it. So let's hope that keeps up. So, but we're back at the top of the lineup. Your pitcher here, I believe his last name is Pastrana, Anthony Pastrana, who hit one sharp to right center. Josh Russell was able to corral it in. Pretty routine for him, but the ball was hit pretty solid, so we start him off with a off speed this time. So somebody's paying attention. But it's going for ball 1. And we go fastball here is at the belt, and that will be a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 3rd inning for your Briarcrest Saints here in Symrna, Tennessee. That's a curveball, stays up a little bit over the heart of the plate, but out of the zone. Taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. This kid's probably going to be a tough out all night, being a leadoff. Got a pretty good bat speed. Put a big hack on one there, fouls it straight back for strike 2. He's also your pitcher, so they may have put the best on the hill and the best in the leadoff. We'll see. Hopefully Griffin can put him away here and get the 2 outs. That's an off speed, gets away from him a little bit. It's raining, so anything that requires a grip, it's going to be a little difficult here. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And that will be over the plate, but gets fouled down the third baseline towards the dugout. We're going to do it again. That was a good pitch. I wish I was the catcher here. Have some gear on, be moving. I might not know it was cold. That's another good pitch. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. Gets fouled off over the first base dugout. Count will stay full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. We need to get this leadoff hitter out with 1 out here. We don't want to put him on the base pads with less than 2 outs where a base hit can score him. That would be a foul ball, about 3 inches foul. Good call by the umpire there. That would have been a very tough play. That kid was smoking down the line. So Jake fields it, but luckily doesn't have to try to make a play. So we got a tough out here. You know, eventually, most of the times the batter just keeps wearing you down, and then you know, there's only so many strikes a kid can throw in a row here. So let's hope Griffin's got at least 1 more in him here. Woo, that was close. But he takes it for ball 4, and leadoff man is aboard. So you got 1 out. You got a runner on first. Probably good speed on the base pads here. So your 2-hole hitter, number 10, is up to bat. Base runner will stay put for the time being. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 3rd inning. Runner will stay put again. That's a fastball up and out again for ball 2. That's a fastball in off the plate for ball 3. So Griffin's going to have to lock it in here and bear down and fight back to get this count back in his favor here, or at least get even. I would assume that runner will be staying put. That's a fastball up and out for ball 4 on 4 pitches. We get another walk. But that's okay. We got a defense and we got a good pitcher, so we get us an easy one here, and that gets us to 2 outs, and then everything's manageable. You got your 3-hole hitter. I think he grounded out last time. I don't keep good notes, so I'm just going to go on memory here. Too cold to write.
3-hole, hit a line drive to left center, didn't he?
Left center, maybe right. You're probably right, because I know I'm not. Well, I had a 50-50 shot there. I know he hit the ball. Let's just say I hope we don't do it again. So that's a foul ball straight back for strike 1. Need us a ground ball up the middle here, right back to the one of your middle infielders, make a double play here. What we really need. Well, we get a bunt situation there, which, you know, is not completely terrible on our part. We get the 2nd out. So now we just got to put this gentleman out here.
Gardner.
So Symrna does smart, small baseball and guarantees moving the runners and puts 190 foot away from the go-ahead run here. So we need to get a put out on this one, and it'll be like that never happened. It's a good curveball on the outside part of the plate, off the plate a little bit. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. He's going up there to hit, and that's a good strategy. Come off speed out of the gate and take that advantage away from him. So we'll see. Griffin can find a way out of this. And your first baseman makes a phenomenal dig play. Bomar came in. It was kind of slow roller, kind of an awkward in between. Do I plant my feet? Do I throw it sidearm? And he had to throw it sidearm, and Jack Newman makes a big play to end the hopes for Symrna. After 3, scores 0-0. So thus far, that's the play of the night. That's called bailing your shortstop out right there. And we have not had enough of that this year. We need plays like that right there. So the bunt does not work for Symrna, and Saints clean it up after 2 walks. And the old saying about walks is they score about 105% of the time. So
they do.
It's terrible watching them get on base. So Griffin able to get around them there. Am I just
trying to keep it solid on the wind?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what. Stop.
All right, folks, here we go. We are in the top of the 4th. This game moving pretty quick due to some pretty efficient pitching for the most part. So Brennan Bomar is up for the Saints. Your shortstop just made a put out to the first baseman to end a sketchy half inning in the bottom of the 3rd. So that's a fastball out off the plate, taken for ball 1. That's the same pitch, but a little further off the plate, taken for ball 2. So Brennan ahead in the count can get picky here and cut that plate in half and take the pitches he wants. Get a fastball right there. We'll get out of play. Slowed the velocity down a little bit, trying to get it over the plate, and he does, and Brennan fouls it off. Count is now 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. That's a fastball out off the plate, but Brennan offers and knocks it foul, and we'll do it again with 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mr. Josh Russell will be up behind him. Our center fielder who's had a couple of putouts tonight already. That's a fastball out off the plate, taken for ball 3. So we got a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs to our leadoff hitter. And this inning, Brennan Bomar hitting in the 2-hole. That's a ball out off the plate. Good AB by Brennan right there to get a base runner on early in an inning. That's what we need for sure. Josh Russell, your speedy 3-hole hitter, center fielder, is up for the Saints. I don't want to let the opposing team know any secrets in case they're listening in to our broadcast here, but I know what I'd do.
Yeah.
I know which side I'd go to. Behind him, Trip Ray will come up behind Josh. Whoops. That arm in front of the camera's mine, but Miss Stephanie Russell brought me a hot chocolate. She is the most amazing human being that I know right now, especially, besides my wife. Hot chocolate, and it is 45 degrees and raining, so Josh got 1 ball, 1 strike. That's an off-speed, taken low and out. That's a tough pitch to take. That ball looks good out of his hand. Looks like it's going to be a strike. Falls out of the zone. Josh gets ahead. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. We need to get that runner to second base here with no outs. We got to put the first run on the board here, put some pressure on Symrna. They're going to throw it away over here at first base in a minute. Catcher's gone over there several times. Everything's wet, and you throw it enough times, and so they can keep doing that. That'd be fine with us. Josh Russell doesn't like that pitch on the outer part of the plate. If it was even there, that'd be a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brennan Bomar stands on first. Had a walk to start the inning off. He's going to look over again. He wants to keep him as close as possible in a 0-0 ball game. He will do it again. Checks on the base runner again. So things went from efficient to slow. That's an off speed that was excruciatingly slow, and Josh puts a good swing on it just out in front of it just a little, and can't fight it off, and he'll go down on strikes. Trip Ray will come to the plate, number 13, your designated hitter for the Saints. Need a hit out of Trip. Get this inning going. Brennan Bomar is your base runner on first base. Another off speed. So this kid mixes it up pretty well thus far. Threw a lot of fastballs in the first couple of innings and has corrected here and thrown a lot of off speed. Goes back to first base, checks on Brennan. Brennan's back safely. We're going to get another breaking ball well out off the plate, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 man on. See if Tripp can do it right here. Gets a fastball on the very outside part of the plate for strike 2. Tripp is my man I picked on the last broadcast. Talked about his favorite movie and his favorite character and his favorite singer. I'm not going to mention those again, but I already picked on him enough. See if Tripp can get the job done here at the plate. Big hitter, really strong. Just gets after it, and need a hit right here. They are going to call interference on Tripp again, and they're going to call that base runner out again. That is extremely unfortunate, twice in a row with a runner on base. It was the same scenario, an outside pitch. Tripp does a good job to put a little bit bat on it, and this one was a foul tip, third strike, and I guess he leaned out across the plate, and the catcher throws, and they call interference on him, even though the throw made it. But anyway, we will do it again. So after 3.5, score is 0-0. Yeah, that's just odd. You don't see that. You don't see. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
You don't see that often. You don't see that called much. I'm sure it happens more than it gets called, but this cat is on top of it. That's for sure. Symrna Bulldogs.
Stepping in for the Bulldogs.
All right, bottom of the fourth here. Got us a pitcher's duel, and number 18, your first baseman, will step up to the plate. Went down on strikes his last time up. So let's see if Griffin can keep it going here. Has pitched very well thus far. That's a fastball hit right at the 4-hole. DJ with the hands will secure it nicely. He makes that play look easy, but it's not. Most kids want to think about that for a second, but DJ just scoops it up and gets after it. Really good hands, really good second baseman. So we got one man up, one man out in the bottom of the fourth. Griffin Rose on the hill for the Saints, still pitching well. That's a strike right over the inside middle part of the plate, taken for strike one. That's a strike on the about at the knees on the black. Big swing and a miss. Nowhere close to that pitch. Hopefully we get back right to that spot. Same exact pitch, same exact result. Strikeout for Griffin. That is just smart pitching, smart pitch calling, to be honest with you. That pitch was exactly where the other one was, and he wasn't anywhere close to the previous one. Now, he did get a bat on that one, but we foul tipped it and caught it and got us an out. So we got two quick outs. It's another pitch right in the exact same spot. This one's just a little low and out of the zone. 4-1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth inning for your Symrna Bulldogs. Same pitch, just a little low, down and off the plate. Let's see if Griffin can get 1, 2, 3 in succession here. And no, we got a hit by pitch, and number 12 is aboard here. Number 20 comes to the plate. So you got 2 outs. You got 1 man on. Got a hit by pitch there. See if Griffin can work around this and get out of it. You got a ground ball right up the middle. That will be a put out at second base. DJ standing there. Bomar tosses it to him, and you got an out for an easy put out, which is what the Saints need. As little stress as possible. So after 4, you have a 0-0 ball game, which is somewhat delightful, but wish the Saints would put up a few and get out of this pitcher's duel a little bit. Same pitcher on the hill for Symrna. This pitch pretty good tonight. So at this pace, it should be relatively easy for both kids to get all the way into this one. So hopefully we can put some stress on this pitcher and knock him out of an inning or two here. We'd like to see someone else. So Mr. Jack Newman will come to the plate first in the top of the 5th. Behind him will be Mr. Nolan Cody, number 5, your left fielder. Jack, number 7, playing first base for the Saints. Made a really good dig play earlier from your shortstop, Brennan Bomar, to stop all the momentum with a runner in scoring position for Symrna. So he's a big part of the reason you're tied 0-0 right now. That's a fastball, gets away from the pitcher, up and out, taken for ball 1. That's the same pitch, but that is not a strike. It's a called strike, but it's not a strike. That was a better pitch, was going to be a strike, and Jack offered and fouls it toward the first baseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Jack's going to have to stay in this count here and protect and put something in play and hopefully find a hole. Counts back even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 5th inning. This game is rolling right along here. Very little happening thus far in the way of offense. Line drive down the third baseline would be nice. Your left fielder's playing literally almost in center field. He just hadn't seen Jack play much, that's all. So we get a fastball, strike, foul ball back. That'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs for Jack here. The ball is hammered, folks. That will be over the head. That ball is out of here. Jack Newman hits a bomb for your Saints for the 2nd one of the season for the Saints. He turned on that fastball and puts it in deep right field, about 335 feet, maybe 340. That ball was squared up, folks. So here we go. The Saints get on top first. Jack Newman, number 7, your first baseman, hits a towering fly ball home run right out of here. Right field immediately turns around, just heads straight toward the fence. So
no doubter.
That's a good sign. All right, so your Saints are up 1-0 here. There we go. Now Nolan Cody wants to get him. He wants to do the same thing, but maybe the opposite field. I think Nolan he's a pull hitter. That's a fastball up and out of the zone. Taken for ball 1. Jack Newman hits a bomb for the Saints. Just got a ring to it. Sounds good. Nolan Cody puts a good swing on it, fouls it straight back for strike 1. Tyler Bryan, your catcher, will be behind Nolan. Pretty good breaking ball in off the plate. Hits the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Top of the 5th inning, your Saints lead 1-0. That's a good cut on a fastball. Fouls it right back over our heads on the first base side. Appeared to be right on time. See if Nolan can put this ball in play and keep the momentum going here in the top of the 5th. Another good cut on a fastball right over the heart of the plate. Fouls it directly behind him. So if Nolan's paying attention, he might get something other than that fastball over the plate because he's been on time for 2 of them in a row here. Let's hope he gets another one and he squares this one up. I think Nolan knows what's up. He scoots up in the box, and I think he's preparing for the same thing. Instead, he gets a fastball and fouls it toward the third base dugout. Nolan seems to be locked in, hanging in there, and just looking for the right pitch to put back into play here. And he gets the off speed, and he's just a little out front, which happens a lot when you get to that 2-strike count. It's just hard to stay back and adjust after you saw 4 or 5 83-mile-an-hour fastballs. So Tyler Bryan, your catcher, number 40, will be up. He hits a ball in the gap, but right field will get to it and catch that. A little too much air under it. First pitch fastball swinging. Just doesn't square it up, and right field's able to get to it. So 2 quick outs. You got Jake Hudson, your third baseman, is up for the Saints. Need to add to this lead here. We got a 1-0 lead off a Jack Newman home run to deep right field. Jake is due. This kid is mixing in the off-speed pretty nicely and keeping some hitters on their toes here. And Jake gets a fastball well in, up off the plate for ball 1. That's an off-speed that hits about 8 feet from the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. It's a fastball, will be right over the 4-hole for number 6, Jake Hudson, who gets him a base hit. Good for Jake. Jake's hit the ball very well this year. Prior to this game, I think he was batting about 360. Pretty good average, and it's 1 for 2 thus far tonight. So
Dylan Jones
brings number 9, Dylan James, your second baseman, to the plate. Maybe string another couple of hits here together and get this pitcher out of here and score some runs. Jake Hudson is on first base. It's a fastball up and in to DJ for 1 ball, no strikes. Dylan James takes a curveball out off the plate for ball 2. We get the catcher, who doesn't mind throwing it to first base, reels it down there, and Jake Hudson's back safely. Count is 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. That's a fastball out off the plate, and they are dying to catch a runner who is trying to take a secondary, because that has nothing to do with his initial leadoff. That is an automatic, I'm coming to first. The pitcher throws over there. That's 3 or 4 in a row. If nothing else, this team understands the importance of single runs. That's a fastball up and in, taken for ball 4. So Dylan is aboard here. Got 2 men on. You got your leadoff hitter and Josh Brown up to the plate. A little bit of something going here for the Saints. Number 1, your right fielder. All we need is a base hit. We got a runner in scoring position now. Jake Hudson stands on second base with a base hit to start the action off in the top of the 5th. After Jack Newman's home run. That is the hardest ball I've seen Jack hit in a while. He hammered that ball. He squared it up, hit it straight away, right field. Right off the bat, that ball was going out of here. Josh Brown at the plate. Hopefully Josh can find a way to put a ball in a gap here and score another run. Josh has been a solid leadoff hitter for the Saints this year. We've seen several moves to first. Let's see what we... That is an off speed on the outside part of the plate below. Taken for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball velocity is coming down, or either of those aren't fastballs. That's a ball 2 over the plate, but low. 2 balls, no strikes. I would imagine Saints may be on a take till you get a strike here. And this catcher will throw the ball anywhere. Tries to throw behind the runner at second. Jake Hudson is back safely. So the count is 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, top of the 5th with 2 runners on here. That's a fastball in off the plate, taken for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded for Mr. Brennan Bomar, number 27, who drew a walk his last time up to bat. So Saints got something rolling here. Behind him, if we can get him on, we got Josh Russell, your 3-hole hitter. Top part of the lineup here. We just need a base hit, possibly get 2 in here. That ball is going to have some air under it and get right to right field and be caught. So the right fielder gets 2 putouts this inning, but not for a home run by Jack Newman to straightaway right field, and your Saints lead 1-0 after 4.5 innings.
Engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up, churning and burning. They yearn for the cup.
Mr. Griffin Rose will take the hill again for the Saints, who's pitched very well thus far this evening.
Reckless and wild, they pour through the turns.
Imagine Jack Newman will be in a pretty good mood right now.
The flags go down, the fans get up, and they get out of town. The arena is empty, except for one man still driving.
After the launch ball to right field,
The sun has gone down.
now the Saints 1, the Bulldogs 0.
Somebody left
We have a
1-0 ball game. You like to see them when you end the game and you're up, but they're nerve-wracking.
He's going the distance. He's going full speed. She's
Defense stays the same for the Saints. Here we go, folks. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Number 11 steps up, struck out his last time up on 4 fastballs. He managed to foul the 3rd one. Let's see if Griffin can do it again. There we go. Strike 1 swinging on a fastball up and out of the zone. I would imagine he's going to get 3 of those same pitches. Here's number 2. Mr. Griffin remembers and did his homework, so I'm going to give that credit to the pitching coach, I'm sure. DJ will come in to get that ground ball. We got a quick out in the bottom of the 5th. Ball put in play to the 4-hole, second baseman number 9, Dylan James. Put away easily. Saints lead 1-0, top of the 5th. They got 1 out in the bottom of the 5th here. I'm sorry. Got number 4 up to bat here. I believe this is your leadoff hitter. And he hits a ball straight back up the middle. He's gone there twice tonight, but that's the first one to fall.
Brings in number 10.
So we got a single to your leadoff hitter, number 10, your 2-hole hitter, up to bat. Leadoff man is aboard with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th for Symrna at their home field. And he has swung at all 3 first pitches he's seen tonight. Going to get a wild pitch, gets well above the catcher. They were squaring to bunt, so they were going to sacrifice, move that runner to second, and he gets there anyway. Pitch just a little up. Pretty short backstop here, but that one got no help. The net. Anything in the dirt would be sketchy to the backstop. It's not very far back here. So you got runner in scoring position who will take off to third base. We had got a foul ball, thank goodness, because that runner had an egregious lead and a running lead at second. He was going to stand up easily at third. We get a bunt attempt on a ball in the dirt, and luckily he fouls it. I think that's a break for the Saints. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That's a fastball out off the plate, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Wouldn't be surprised to see the same thing here. It would surprise me if they did not bunt. But now not so much. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second to your 2-hole hitter, number 10. See if Griffin can work around that hit. Griffin rose, deals a walk there, and you got 2 men on here with 1 out. Ball's kind of up out of the zone to that batter. He's going to have to dial it in here and get back and just get back in the zone and make them put it in play here. Do have 1 out, so if we can manage to get this out somehow and keep that runner at second, then that had to get you back where you feel real good about the inning and your chances of getting out of it. All right, we got a little mound visit there. Coach wants to talk about it. Settle Griff down, and let's get right after this batter. That's what we need to do, and hopefully maybe hit something right at someone here and roll up a double play. That would be exceptional. I think we had a sack bunt last time this gentleman was up to bat. Hit it right back to the pitcher. We got the out at 1 and did the same exact scenario. So we'll see if they try that again. They do not. Big swing and a foul ball fouled straight back at my truck. Does not hit it though, thank goodness. All right, so has a fastball about belt high, maybe just a tad higher than that. Fouled straight back for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Symrna has 2 men on here. Well, almost doubled him up there. That was a sharp hit. Line drive to left field. Nolan Cody gets to it, makes the catch, and overshoots second base just a little.
Number 3,
He was absolutely doubled up. That ball looked better off the bat than it ended up because Nolan tracked it down. Good wheels in left field. So now we got 2 outs, 2 men on. You got a runner in scoring position, but you got 2 outs, which makes it much more manageable here. So we got an out at any bag here. Griffin did good to get around that and get that out. That's a fastball up and out of the zone. Ball was hit solid, but judged it well right off the bat and catches that line drive in left field to get the second out. See if Griffin can get out of this inning. That's a good fastball right over the heart of the plate right there. Griff is settled back in here. Got 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning, Saints lead 1-0 off a home run earlier in the 5th by Jack Newman, your first baseman. That's a pretty good block by your catcher, but ball squirts out to the left a little and the runners advance. He does not go. You got 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Umpire says he did not go. So we got a runner on third, 90 feet away. We do have 2 outs. We just need to make this hitter do something with it. Put the ball over the plate and let your defense go. Jake Hudson with a phenomenal play at third base. Let me tell you something. That's the second play like that he's made in about 3 weeks. And that can be a game saver. That kid lays out, tabletop, catches a ball at third base, fires it to first base, gets the out to end the inning, and in the hopes of Symrna in the bottom of the 5th, the Saints retain the lead 1-0.
That was a great play.
Phenomenal defensive play by Jake Hudson and a big home run to take the lead earlier in the inning. So the Saints seem to be playing some real baseball here.
It's a call to the bullpen for the Bulldogs. Taking the bump for the Bulldogs.
So up in the top of the 6th inning and just dying to get a hold of one. The kid is big as a NFL tight end, so be careful what you pitch him. And the best thing about it is he's only a 10th grader. So got a couple years left with him. So the Saints will look forward to his progress in the next several years. The Saints, it's good to see them play some solid baseball here. Got the defense going. Pitching is efficient. Some timely hits. So let's keep it going here in the top of the 6th inning. Saints have 2 more at bats here, at least, barring a tie ball game. But see if Josh can get it started here. Outfield kind of playing straight up. Earlier tonight, the shortstop miscalculated the speed by our 3-hole hitter and took a split second too long. Josh ran out a ground ball infield base hit. So let's see if Josh can get another one here. That ball's down. A little miscommunication between the first and second baseman there, and he hit that ball right on the end cap of the bat. It was an off-speed pitch, a little out front, but that ball falls, and Josh finds himself on first base. I think the first baseman decided at the very last second he couldn't get to that ball. Second thought he was going to get it. And we got a base runner. We got a leadoff man on, which is huge here. So Trip Ray steps to the plate with one man on, no outs. Outfield straight up. Gets an off speed that is crosses the plate. Called for strike one. No balls, one strike, no outs. Top of the 6th inning. We get a, that's a fastball, or maybe not a fastball, but it's a strike 2. Looking, catcher fires down the first. Josh is back safely. That is a great base hit by Tripp. He hits that ball hard right in the 6th hole, and the shortstop was pinching there for possible stolen base, and he got burnt right there. That ball was hit right in the 6th hole and hit hard enough the shortstop couldn't recover. So Tripp's on with a base hit here. Jack Newman is back up. We know what he did last time, but I'm going to tell you again, he hit a home run bomb to right field. Now he's up with 2 men on. Josh Russell stands at second base. There's no outs. Tripp blasted a ball in the 6th hole there, hit it really hard on the ground, and Jack Newman takes a fastball down out of the zone for ball 1. Got a little something going here for the Saints. Jack's going to put that ball right back in the same hole. Josh will check up. Coach living by the old rule of don't get the first or third out at home. Josh was rolling around third base and puts the brakes on and checks up. So we got bases loaded here. We've got 2 base hits in a row, 3 hits. We got 3 men on here, and you got Nolan Cody up to bat. Behind him will be Tyler Bryan, number 40. We need to get it done here. We're going to get a pass ball there, and Josh will easily get home. I say pass ball, I don't know what that was, but it hit the dirt and kicked away from the catcher, and one man will score here. Josh with the wheel, so checking up at third was obviously the right call. Your Saints have a 2-0 lead now. They have no outs. Runners at second and third. Nolan Cody, number 5, your left fielder, is up to bat for the Saints. Nolan Cody's kind of due. He hits the ball hard, too. He just needs to find one. There it is. That ball will be down. Got another base hit, folks. So, you know, hits are contagious. So let's hope they continue to go here. You're going to have runners on the corners, run scores there. That's going to be 3-0 Saints. You got a runner on first and third now. Nolan Cody hits a sharp line drive to left center. Tyler Bryan, your catcher, is at the plate.
Stepping in, number 40.
See if Tyler can get something going here and keep this inning going. At least at the bare minimum, get Jack Newman across this plate here. Put this ball in play. That's an off-speed out over the plate, outside. Taken for strike 1. See if Tyler can keep this ball out of the middle. Get that run scored. Runner goes, catcher takes a pitch. Catcher throws the runner out. That wasn't the intended play. They let the ball go through. And it gets the base runner. So now we have an out. We got 2 strikes here. I think that was a take all the way. Trying to get the runner at second. And unfortunately, we're in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Got a runner on third in Jack Newman and Tyler Bryan, your catcher at the plate, who flew out to right center his last time up. He stays alive on a fastball and fouls it straight back. In protect mode here. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Saints lead 3-0 in the top of the 6th inning. That's an off speed in the dirt, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. That's going to be a hard pitch to lay off of in the zone, or much less stay back on. That pitch is excruciatingly slow. But, so Jack Newman is at third base waiting to come home. See if Tyler Bryan can square one up here, maybe down the third base line, in a gap or somewhere. Just get this run in. He will foul the ball, stay alive. He's sitting on go, obviously. That was a ball up out of the zone, but 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Wouldn't be surprised to see the hook here. Got to stay back on it and adjust. That's a ball up out of the zone, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Tyler's got a pretty good AB going here. Need to keep this inning going. Score this run. That's a big run right there on third base. That's another ball out off the plate. Tyler's got a good AB going. Count is full here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. See if we can find a way to get on base here and put Jake, your third baseman, in the box here with a chance to bat with 2 runners on. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Saints have put up 2 in the top of the 6th. Score is 3-0. Got a little bit of something going here. That's a ball down and out, fastball, taken for ball 4. It's a really good at bat, going 0-2 out of the gate. That's pretty good plate discipline. I don't. There's no way I could have personally taken that pitch, but. So we got runners on the corners. We got a courtesy runner for the catcher. We got Jake Hudson up, who had a base hit, I believe, his last time up. So we got 2 men on. I believe that's Jack Lawrence running at first base. I could be wrong. My eyesight's bad, but he's going to have a check over here. That is Mr. Lawrence at first. You got Jack Newman. You got Jack's on the corners. You got Jake. And that is going to be a base hit again. Jake delivers for the 2nd time tonight, and we will be in safe at third. Jake will go to second base. And the Saints got it going here in the top of the 6th. That's going to score a run. That'll be 4-0. That's a big hit by Jake. Jake's had a really good night, big night for the Saints, both defensively and offensively. He's got 2 base hits. That's a double right there. Jake needed that. So we got 2 men on. You only got 1 out, so we'd like to think we can get another one in here at least. That's a fastball down in the dirt. To our second baseman, number 9, Dylan James, stands at the plate with 1 out, 2 men on, with a chance to get some ribbies himself. Your second baseman is playing in on the grass. Shortstop is not. I guess most of this infield is trying to cut this run down. Shortstop comes in now. Dylan's ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Saints now lead 4-0 in the top of the 6th. That's a good cut, just a little out front on a fastball over the outside half of the plate. Count is now 2 balls, 1 strike. We got 1 out. See if Dylan can find a way here. Dylan's going to get that run in here, hopefully. That is an RBI. Good base running. Jake will stay put at second. That's a good sac fly right there by Dylan James, our second baseman, getting the job done, getting that extra run. Is a big difference in 4 and 5 runs.
Back to the top.
So DJ gets it done.
Joshua Brown.
Josh Brown, our leadoff hitter, number 1, is at the plate. We got 2 outs, but we got a runner in scoring position in Jake Hudson, who had a double earlier in the inning down the third baseline. That's a curveball on the outside part of the plate, taken for strike 1. That's going to be a base hit, and that will be down. Yes, it will. Just barely out of reach of the second baseman. Second baseman and shortstop were crashing, and I thought at the last second base was going to haul it in, but it was right over his glove, and he couldn't. Josh Brown's got him a hit, and he stands on first base. That will score a run. He gets an RBI, and Saints now lead 6-0. So you got Brennan Bomar, number 27, your shortstop for the Saints. He'll come to the plate with 2 outs. Josh Brown stands on first. If nothing else, the Saints have put the bat on the ball and made the defense make plays. That's a good off speed right there. Buckles in over the plate, and Brennan takes for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Saints have put a pretty good half inning here together. That's going to be a tough play, but shortstop gets to it, makes the play to get the third and final out of the 6th inning, but not before the Saints put up 5. And the score is now 6-0 going into the bottom of the 6th inning.
As we head into the bottom of the 6th inning, the Saints 5, now 6-0.
All right, folks, here we go. Bottom of the 6th inning. Symrna steps to the plate. Your first baseman, number 18, is up. Griffin Rose is still on the hill for the Saints. The Saints lead 6-0. That's a pretty good pitch. Catcher didn't move, but must have been right off outside, right off the plate, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. This fastball gets away from Griffin, up and outside, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. We got no outs. Bottom of 6. So Smyrna's got 2 more at bats here. That's ball 3 up and out, taken for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. To number 18, your first baseman for Symrna. That's another fastball up and out. That's 4 in a row, the same spot.
It's a walk to Peebles.
See if Griff can generate some contact here up the middle and turn a double play here.
Number 6, Austin Smith.
Number 6, Mr. Smith, went down swinging on a foul tip, 3rd strike his last time up, on balls that were very well placed right on the outside part of the plate. That ball is going to go right back up the middle for a base hit. Just found too much of the plate.
A base hit for Smith.
So you got 2 men on, 2 men up, and 2 men on.
Number 12, Sammy Barrios. Come on, Bulldog fans.
He's got number 12, steps to the plate here for Symrna, for the Bulldogs. A base hit right back up the middle over second base. That ball needed to be just a little bit in the 4 hole, and that would have been a perfect double play, but unfortunately it was not. It's a good fastball. Griffin comes back right over the heart of the plate, puts it back on the hitter. So Griffin can get him to ground into something sharp and something. Puts 2 outs on the board. That would be nice. One ball, 1 strike, no outs, 2 men on. Had a 4-pitch walk and a base hit to get where we are at. That's a fastball well up and out of the zone. So the catcher and the pitcher are talking about it. I think the catcher's giving pitching lessons here. He's trying to tell him. He thinks he's messing with his little brother there. He's telling him his arm slot is out. But the Griffin was receptive, so we'll see if that worked. Griffin has pitched very well tonight, pretty efficient. This is kind of his first real kind of speed bump here, so let's see if Griffin can get a put out here to record that first out. It's always a tough out. That's a good off speed, but misses the plate barely on the outside part of the plate to go 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs.
You got it, Griff.
We really need Griffin to get around this inning, and that would be great for the pitching. We're gonna walk number 12 there, and we're gonna load the bases here with no outs.
It's number 20.
But Rose has been in this position before, and if anybody can get out of it, he can. We just throw some strikes here and put it on your defense. That's a fastball up and in, taken for ball 1. Your big third baseman at the plate right here. It's a good pitch. Belt high right over the middle of the plate. Taken for strike 1. We got 1 ball, 1 strike, bottom of the 6th inning. The Saints lead 6-0. That's a good off speed, just a little low. Looked like a good pitch coming in at the knees to me, but so we got 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. That was a good pitch. That's a fastball, foul ball for 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's also a good pitch. Fastball, curveball, fastball, and all 3 of them were really good pitches. He didn't get the curveball, unfortunately, but comes back with a fastball and challenges him. See if Griff can get the out here. Another good off speed, just does not get a swing. So you got count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got no outs. Griff needs a strike here. At least put it on the batter here. That's a fastball out off the plate. That will walk home the Bulldogs' first run. Coach Hop's going to make a mound visit here and reset. So Griffin Rose is done for the night. Has done a phenomenal job for the Saints. Goes into the 6th and has been very efficient up to this inning, but it's early in the season and throwing a lot of pitches. So we're going to finish this game with another pitcher in Garrett Simmons.
Number 26.
He's going to be coming in for the Saints. Crafty little left-hander. Has a good breaking ball. Places the fastball pretty well. We still got bases loaded here. Need an out. We do have the 9-hole hitter up to bat. He grounded out at Dylan James his last time up. Struck out his first time.
Spend my dollar, park in a holler, need a mountain light. Hold her up tight, make a little love, a little turn up and on a Mason light. It's my life, oh so light. I can't sleep at night.
It's nice to see the Saints getting out solid and playing well. Putting up an early fight and striking first with a home run and come back putting up 5 in the top of the 6th. They may need them all here. Let's hope not.
The Bulldogs bring in number 7, Brayton King.
We had a substitution there. Number 7 comes into the ball game for the Bulldogs in the 9 spot. See what Garrett Simmons can get here. Garrett inherits the bases loaded with no outs here. Always a fun situation for a pitcher. Comes in throwing strikes. That's a foul ball over the right field fence. No balls, 1 strike, no outs. So off speed out off the plate for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Garrett's pretty consistent reliever for the Saints. Has been out several times this year already. That's a fastball out off the plate for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Saints just need a lot of strikes here. We got a solid defense. The defense has played well tonight, and they're ready to catch a ball. So Garrett gets a ball right at right field. We will tag but stay put, which is a good deal because I think he would have been out. So we get a fly ball to Josh Brown in right field, who fields it cleanly, fires the ball to the cutoff man. And we got one out, still got the bases loaded, but they're a lot closer than they were 2 pitches ago. So it's a good job by Garrett Simmons coming in, getting an out, and not letting any damage happen there. Same scenario, bases loaded. Your Saints lead 6-1. Garrett Simmons is your pitcher. Your leadoff hitter is at the plate. Catcher blocks that up. Ball in the dirt. Need some solid defense the rest of the way out here to battle around these walks and keep this to a bare minimum. Garrett hits a ball right at your shortstop, and that should be 2. He's going to call him safe. That was a very close play. They do get the lead when they score 1, but get the lead out. We got 2 outs. Good pitch by Garrett. Good play by your shortstop. And DJ Dillon just can't get the back end of it. That leadoff hitter is pretty swift. So we got our 2-hole hitter, number 10. We got runners on the corners. You got 2 outs. Just need another out here, and that will I'm going to say if they can get out of this at 6-2, that's a job well done, considering. I would imagine you're going to see this runner go to second here pretty quick. Try to induce a throw. That's a curveball. Curveball out off the plate, taken for ball 1. Base runner will stay put thus far. Garrett is behind 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. Saints currently lead 6-2. That's a good pitch right on the inside part of the plate. Number 10 takes it for strike 1 looking. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. We had a fly ball to right field. We had a ground ball to shortstop. A couple of walks earlier in the inning, and Saints have allowed 2, but we got some pretty solid pitching by Garrett Simmons in relief here. Garrett is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to your 2-hole hitter here.
Hey, get dirty!
Garrett checks the runner at first. Back safely, stays put, and we're going to do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's in the hole. That will score a run. Ball gets by Josh Brown. That will score another run. That runner will advance to third. We had a base hit. Runner was rounding second. Ball got by right field. And so 2 more score there, and the score is now 6-4. That's just a good hit, and far enough in between second base and first base. No chance at that. Then we compounded our issues a little bit there, but Garrett's throwing strikes, and Saints still got a 2-run lead here. Top of the 6th, up 6-4. That's ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. We do have 2 outs to your 3-spot hitter here. That ball will be to center field. Will be caught by your center fielder, Josh Russell, to stop the damage. So Garrett comes in relief, puts the ball over the plate. Unfortunately, they get a base hit and a couple of walks, and the Saints allow 4 in the bottom of the 6th. The score is now 6-4. 1 more inning to go.
4 runs to take us into the 7th inning. The score is now 6-4.
All right, folks, to all you dedicated YouTubers at home, we need some support here. Josh Russell, your center fielder, number 21 for the Saints, will step to the plate. Saints lead 6-4 in the top of the 7th inning here. We got no outs. Josh is up swinging. Let's hope that ball, yes, that ball will get out of here. It's a foul ball. Good cut on a high fastball. We got new life on the hill here in 18. Your first baseman has moved in to pitch for the Bulldogs. Josh puts a good cut on a high fastball, fouls it back. That ball's hammered, but it's an off speed and just gets out on the end of the bat, and too much air. It's just a good pitch. Josh hit it good, just hard to hit that pitch hard. So we got Trip Ray, our designated hitter, who had a base hit his last time up to bat in the 6th hole. See if Trip can get it started here for us in the top of the 7th inning. We need some base runners. A few runs would be nice here. We need some breathing room. That's a good cut on a good low fastball. Foul tips it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. That was a good cut by Tripp. Really good breaking ball after a good fastball, and I think the pitcher knew how good that cut was by Tripp. He wasn't coming back with that pitch, so gets a breaking ball inside, and we get a Third pitch, swinging strike into the dirt. Catcher fields it, throws to first, and first base bails him out with a dig, but they record the strikeout there. So, Saints are down to their last out in the 7th inning here. We got 2 outs. Got Jack Newman, who hit a big home run earlier in the game to get the scoring started in the top of the 5th. That's a fastball way up out of the zone. Jack takes for ball 1. See if Jack can get a hold of another one here and find a hole, find a gap anywhere. Get things going for us in the 7th. It's a good pitch. Fastball at the knees, taken for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs to number 7, Jack Newman. Your first baseman, who's played some good defense at first base tonight as well. That was an off-speed up out of the zone, but looked good out of his hand, and Jack swings and misses for strike 2. So Jack's going to have to battle here to stay alive in this count and keep the inning going for the Saints. That's a high fastball right where the catcher wanted it, and up out of the zone, and Jack does not bite. Taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning, Saints lead 6-4. Jack does a really good job fouling off a really good fastball about knee high. I mean, it's kids throwing the ball pretty good. So Jack stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That ball was right at the knees, if not a little bit lower than that, and Jack did a good job. That's a fastball in off the plate. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Really good plate discipline there for Jack. I'm sure that pitch looked pretty good coming out of his hand, but Jack knew it was just a little off the plate, and he takes it to live again on another one. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Jack hits it right back up the middle. Shortstop makes an error. Ball gets by him. And we got a runner aboard. That was going to be a tough play on the run. Jack puts the ball right over the mound, and shortstop's got to get moving to catch it. Cannot handle it and wins the battle. That's a good job by Jack Newman there. He's hit the ball very well tonight. Nolan Cody steps to the plate with 2 outs, top of the 7th. Nolan had a base hit up to left center his last time up to bat. Jack Newman is your base runner. It's an off-speed taken for ball 1 in the dirt. Coach Hop gives the sign, and we'll go at it here. Up 1 ball, no strikes. That's a good cut by Nolan right there. Nolan has swung the bat really good. He looks very confident at the plate and reads fastball really well. He's put some good cuts on it. That ball's fouled straight back. So if I was guessing, he wouldn't get that same pitch. And of course he does not. He gets an off-speed well off the plate. He offers and does not make contact. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. See if Nolan can extend the bat here and battle. He's going to get another one of those. This time he rockets it. That ball was hanging just a little bit, did not have the break to get outside, and he hammers the ball in the 6 hole. Nolan does a really good job right there and gets himself another base hit. That's really good hitting by Nolan. That was another off speed, but it just didn't do what it was supposed to. So your catcher, number 40, Tyler Bryan, steps to the plate. We have 2 outs. We got 2 men on here. Base hit here to score a run would be phenomenal. 7-4 sounds a lot better than 6-4. That's a fastball taken off the mask of the catcher. Will advance the base runners to second and third. Number 40, Tyler, had a really good bat his last time up and walked. He went 0-2 and then took 4 balls to extend that inning. They had a big inning, and boys hit the ball well around him and scored 5 in the top of the 6th. So we're going to have a plate visit here, a mound visit, and talk them through it. And I'm sure what the coach said is just throw the ball where the catcher can catch it and let your defense work, because don't want to do that again. Because Jack Newman will take advantage of that if you do that again. He stands at third, 90 feet away. And that's a fastball, looked out, but it's a called strike. Yeah, it's going to be hard to hit that pitch, but it's getting late in the night and the umpire's cold, so probably going to get a full dose of fastballs. I'm sure they do not want a pass ball here. That's what you're getting thus far. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. You got 2 outs. Jack Newman stands at third. Nolan Cody had a rocket to left field his last time up and stands at second base. Tyler Bryan is at the plate, up 2 balls, 1 strike. We had 2 outs. Score is 6-4. Saints lead, top of the 7th inning here. I believe we had a balk in there somewhere and wasn't called. I think maybe we got some hands to the mouth on the rubber, but umpire didn't see it, and Coach Hop said it happened, but we're going to go again. We're going to get a breaking ball in the dirt for 3 balls, 1 strike. Good block by the catcher. He's going to have to come at him here. Going to get a fastball right here. Got a good cut. Foul ball straight back. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Got a battle, good battle here going at the plate. Tyler Bryan, your catcher, number 40, is up. See if we can win it here. We do win it. We get us another walk. It's 2 in a row for your catcher on full counts. Number 40, Tyler Bryan, walks to first base to extend the inning to the hot bat. He's got 2 base hits tonight, a double and a single for Jake Hudson, number 6, your third baseman. So you never know here. That same hit here will score 2 runs and give the Saints some breathing room here. I would imagine you're going to see fastballs. And Jake will force an error to the 6th hole. You will have a play at home. Everybody will advance. Everybody's safe. And they are still running, folks. We got a couple of balls that just won't find a glove, and all of a sudden one of those innings goes the Saints' way. So Jake delivers big, puts the ball in play, puts the defense on its heels where they have to make a play. Ball just goes right between the legs of your shortstop and scores 3 more runs on a couple of miscues after that. I would try to add them up, but I can't. So the score now is 9-4. The pitcher is not having a good time right now. So Dylan James steps to the plate, number 9, your second baseman, with a 5-run lead, which feels a lot better than a 2-run lead. He's going to have a hit. That's going to be a base hit very well to second base, pulls the second base toward first base, and he can't make the play, and he runs it out for a first base. There we go. We got another man. that will score another run. That's 10-4 now, folks. So second base drove his elbow into the ground trying to make that play. May have injured himself or jammed a finger or something here, dislocated or done something. The ball was hit really good, really hard, and he had to make a really quick dive to his left and couldn't come up with it, and may have drove his hand into the ground. So Dylan James just extending the inning. We got on 2 outs here. We've done some damage for sure, which is good to see. The Saints have been on the other end of that a couple times this year. Been in a close ball game and then just have things unwind, and nice to see them put the ball in play and coming out with it on their end. As far as a good solid half inning here to put some room between them and the Bulldogs. So Josh Brown will step to the plate, top of the 7th inning, up 10-4 with a runner on first with 2 outs. So let's see if we can keep it going here. Saints need it. It's a pretty good off speed on the outside part of the plate. Josh was sitting fastball. He's been sitting fastball every at bat. That's pretty much what he's gotten all night. He's hit the ball well, but that pitch right there fooled him a little, and rightly so. I thought for sure he'd see a fastball there. He got a fastball there, hit right back at the shortstop, who will make this play, but not before the Saints put up 4. So in the bottom of the last inning here, we go in. The Saints are up 10-4 with a big 6th and 7th inning. All right, folks, here we go. Bottom of the 7th inning. This will be the last inning regardless. Pretty sure. Garrett Simmons still on the hill for the Saints. Starts off with a ball in the dirt. Fastball hits the plate for ball 1. Number 3 at the plate for the Bulldogs. I would imagine they're going to be fairly conservative up here and make us throw some strikes. Brendan Bomar will field that, and your shortstop will get a put out to Jack Newman. That helps your pitcher out immensely. Pitchers like that first out. I mean, that's a big out when you're leading, and you just kind of need to breathe a sigh of relief to get it, and that's a momentum buster, and that helps your pitcher out immensely.
Hey, now batting, it's number 18.
Good job by Garrett and Brendan. Brendan, that's kind of one of those balls you just stand there. It's hard to charge. You can't sit back, and it's just in between, and he fields it and makes the play. So your pitcher of record, number 18, is hitting, your lefty. He gets It's a breaking ball inside. He gets out of the way of. Taken for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. He must be a switch hitter. And he hammers that ball, but that will be foul. But that ball cleared the fence, folks. That ball was hammered. But it is a long strike, is what it amounts to. So Garrett dodged a bullet right there. That ball was out of here, but about 10 feet wrapping just to the right of the foul pole. Don't throw that pitch again. Whatever that was. If that was an inside fastball, do not throw that one again. I mean, that's just my observation. Well, that's better than a home run. He reaches out and hits a fastball and pokes it right back up the middle, and we played him to pull, of course, and after that hit, and what he does is pokes a single right back up the middle. So your pitcher is aboard here. This young man also hit a single rocket right back up the middle his last at bat. Prior to that, he had a 3-pitch strikeout on a foul tip. So let's just see Garrett fill the zone up here. Garrett, just let your defense work and fill the zone up here, and let's get out of this thing. That's a good pitch. That will be the lead out. They got 2 outs now. Garrett does a good job helping himself out. He wheels around and gets the lead out. Could have very easily been the front end, but I think Bomar mistimed the catch there and was already kind of over the second base. So they get the lead, and they got 2 outs here, which is what matters. So they got a 6-run lead. They got 2 outs in the bottom of the last inning. I'm feeling pretty confident at this point. It's a good pitch. That's a great pitch on the outside part of the plate. Taken for strike 1. Tell you what, other than 1 inning where we just kind of allowed a few too many walks and then they had a couple of balls in play, it's been a really efficient game by the Saints. It's a fastball up in the zone, swing and a foul for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's a lot easier when you got a 6-run lead to be in relief. You can just throw the ball across the plate and you don't really care. And that's what Garrett has done.
That's what he did.
Garrett ends the game with a strikeout off speed. Got a big smile on his face. The Saints pull it out decisively here, 10-4 in the first game in Symrna. So Saints off to a good start. They appreciate your support at home, and kids played well, and they needed that. Coach Hop needed it. Every one of these kids has fought hard the last 3 or 4 weeks. They just 3 or 4 games and wasn't able to put it together in the last couple, but this one right here is big for them. So congratulations to the Saints getting a win 10-4 over Symrna Bulldogs. We'll see you tomorrow.
A great game.